Hello, hello, beautiful people. How are you doing? Please say hi in the comment section and let me know where you are joining me from. Hi, everyone. My name is Flora Daisy. I am a digital accessibility expert and founder at Linoratech. Linoratech is simply an incredible company with a value and mission to support leaders and professionals easily create experiences that are inclusive and accessible to everyone, including those with visible and invisible disabilities. I like to describe myself usually on the platform because my audience sometimes may have some challenges viewing me. So, some people in the audience can be people who are blind, and some people can be people with low vision. So, let me give it a try as always. I am currently rocking a very long and wavy hair that is red and black on the top. I am a black woman. I'm always smiling. Some people will say, Flora, you're always laughing, and that's true as well. I am wearing a red suit with a black jumper. And I am super excited to be here. If you have never tried to describe yourself, please give it a shot. And you will be amazed to see how people will respond to you. Trust me, whenever you are self describing, you are helping other people have an identity of who you are. I see a few people saying hi in the comment section, so I'm gonna see. Oh, I see Eric is here. Hi, he said greetings from the North Pole. Hi, Eric. I am super happy that you're here. I see Frankie's here. Hi, Frankie. She said, hi, Flora. Happy Friday. I'm listening in from Tacoma, Washington today. Oh, cool. Hi, Frankie. I'm super happy that you're here. And please, guys, don't feel shy. This platform is really meant for you and I to collaborate, to share. If you have any question at any point in time, just put it in the comment. If you have any thought or you want to share your own ideas, put it in the comment. I promise you I can see everything live. So we have just a small time to spend together, but don't feel shy. Don't feel shy. Today we are going to talk about being, you know, fearless and very impactful. I see another person. It says LinkedIn user. Let me track you down here. I have my LinkedIn page open as well here, and I want to make sure that I can see who that is. Oh, Trevor. Hi, Trevor. Hello from Bethel, Maine. Yes, Trevor. So happy you're here. I see Riyaz is also here. Hi, Riyaz. He said, hi, Flora. Oh my goodness. I am so happy that you guys are here. And today I want to really talk about business accessibility and how we can all be fearless and impactful. But before that, we have to do or share the case of accessibility. What is accessibility? For me personally, like there are so many definitions around accessibility that you can Google and find out there. My passion is around digital accessibility, but this definition that I have in mind applies for every spaces, the digital space, the social space, or even the physical space, right? The physical environment. So for me personally, you know what? I'm curious. What does accessibility means to you? Can you just share your thought in the comment just right now? Again, don't feel shy. There's no wrong answer. For me personally, accessibility just mean the opportunity to let people access information, product, services, spaces without limitations, without barriers, without exclusion. That's my definition. But I'm curious, what is your definition of accessibility? And again, don't feel shy. Write something in the comment and let me know. Accessibility in digital product and in physical spaces is very important. Actually, the WHO, the World Health Organization, said that there are more than 1 billion people with a disability in the world. That's a juicy market. That's a big market. I've heard so many times people say, we don't have to worry about people with disabilities because it's not a huge market. It won't make a dent in the business. Guys, it's a huge market. Amen. People with disabilities, with friends and family, have more than $13 trillion in disposable income. I mean, I don't know what people are thinking, but that is definitely a juicy market. And it's a market that is currently undeserved. So, as a leader, as a professional, as an individual who want to be fearless and impactful this year, you gotta think numbers, and numbers are very important to move business forward. I see someone said, Yvette is here. Hi, Yvette. Yvette said, the ability for everyone to have access to information and have the ability to communicate without barriers. Ooh, I love it. Love it. That brings also, the aspect of accessibility is not just, oftentimes we speak about accessibility as, the checkbox for digital product, or we speak about accessibility as the checkbox for physical environment. But I love even what you just shared. It's also about communication without exclusion. And oh gosh, there is so many things that are happening out there where more and more people with disabilities are voicing themselves. You know, in the past we saw, for example, and maybe you guys have seen that as well, where you will see a person with a disability traveling and being excluded from the experience. Sometimes, for example, a person with a wheelchair will get the wheelchair broken or move to places they cannot really access. Nowadays, a lot of people with disabilities are not letting those experiences just go under the carpet. No, people are communicating, they are voicing themselves, they are sharing how some companies, unfortunately, are not doing a good job. And that's why I think that accessibility, guys, it's not just about physical or digital, it's also social. And there is more. Oh my goodness, there is more. I see someone said here, oh, okay, LinkedIn user, is that Trevor or is that someone else? I'm not sure why. The platform does not allow me to see properly the name of people. Someone said, Yvette, you are spot on. Ah, it's so true. I see it's Darling. Darling, thank you for sharing. And I see another person who said, I was first trained in my programming career from a blind programmer. Ooh, accessibility is to provide info and access in great ways for improved communication. I just love it. Let me see who said that. Ah, why am I not able to see everyone? If it's like I see LinkedIn user, but I'm pretty sure you know who you are. Let me see if I can find you. Ah, it's Trevor. Trevor, thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate it. Guys, don't feel shy. Share with me, ask question. Like I said, this is a quick collaboration. This is an opportunity to talk, to share, and to really dive into diverse perspectives. Now that we understand that accessibility is important because there is a huge market to serve, the numbers are not lying. According to Level Access, there is 68% of companies and businesses that are saying that inclusive design, for example, is very important. But many of those companies also struggle to implement the best practices around inclusion and accessibility in digital product. So I think that there is really a good market case, a good use case for moving forward and working and becoming fearless in this journey for accessibility and inclusion. One of the things that I think is important to keep in mind whenever you want to be fearless, whenever you want to be impactful, is to have a clarity around the goal you want to achieve. And again, people will say, but Flora, we have so many goals. So just think about, one specific goals that you really want to achieve in a certain date, right? One of the things that usually people have in mind in terms of goals maybe could be, they want to move on initiatives, right? Some may want to, shift the culture of the company, right? Maybe you're trying to make sure that the company is embracing inclusive and accessible practices. Or maybe you are a person who is working in design, or maybe you are a programmer. So think about really, what am I trying to achieve? That's the big question. What am I trying to achieve? And especially for this year, we might meet again for next year and discuss that, or we might even meet again in 3 months and still discuss that. But clarity in what you want to achieve is how you can become more fearless, more impactful, and perhaps more unapologetic. I don't even know if that's the right way to say that word. But it is true. If you have a great clarity around what you're trying to achieve, some of you may want to have, may want to be, I would say, getting maybe more speaking engagement, right? Maybe you want to be, in front of people and sharing your truth, or you want to provide so much value to people, but that's not something you do right now. Perhaps because you feel, we will get to some of the limitation right now. But please, I'm curious, what are you trying to achieve this year? In this year, do you have any goals? And can you just share with me what is the goal? For me personally, I think that speaking engagement is something that, oh gosh, I want to do more. So I have that in my to-do list. One of the things that has been holding me back is fear. And I'm pretty sure many people have those feelings whenever you want to expand or whenever you want to try something new. So let's talk quickly about some of the limitations or challenges that can hold a person from being fearless and impactful. I think that once you have a clarity around your goals, what you want to achieve, it is good to understand some of the limitation that may come your way. And if I have to be honest with you, 100%, you will have to face some limitations. 100%. Now, limitation will vary from one person to another person, because we are not all equal, although we are all human beings. But gosh, one of the biggest challenge that comes is fear, fear of failures, fear of speaking, fear of what people will say. Sometimes those things can creep us and hold us back from really being the impactful person that we want to be. I see, please share your comment. Don't feel shy. Don't let fear hold you back. Share your truth in the comment. Let me know what you think. I see Eva just said fear equal false expectations appearing real. Ooh, girl, I can tell that you know a thing or two regarding fear. And that's true. I will even say that fear is just a notification. But for the longest time in my life, I thought that failing meant I'm a failure. I don't know who has had the same thought as me, But that was my thought for a very long time. So and I think that's probably has to do also with school and upbringing, where you will receive a tap whenever you fail to do something, people will give you an eye, or you get punished. So we have been educated to hate fear, to hate the fear of the failing, or even feeling, gosh, it's just incredible. I think that one of the things that we should be understanding is definitely that fearing, it's a notification, it's just a feeling. And usually people are fearing failing. And failing is something that definitely most people don't want to experience, but it's also something that is part of life. I mean, to create everything that we see today, the people who jumped in that journey failed so many times. So why are we here thinking that, once we embark in a journey where we want to be fearless and impactful, we won't fail? That's impossible. Everyone fails at something. So really love that definition, Yvette. Fear, false expectations appearing real. Yes. The second thing that usually hold people back is finance. And that is part of the reality that we are living in today, right? To achieve great success in the journey of accessibility, sometimes there is a need for investment, right? Investment in education, investment in vendors to do, auditing, remediation, and things like that. Investment even in the community of people with disabilities. You know, I have for the longest time thought that, once you learn a lot of things, you should be able to cover everything pertaining to that thing. But I've noticed that whenever people come with diverse opinion, this is really the way to go. So oftentimes you will see that leaders may not have a disability, right? And the people who are building things like digital product, they may not have a disability as well. So having people with disabilities coming in the company and sharing why things are not working for them, what could be working for them, bringing solution ideas that can create, innovation. It's important. But what is more important is also to have a budget to pay these people. I mean, I know you know, I don't want to say it, but let me just be honest with you. There are a lot of organizations and leaders out there who are reaching out to people with disabilities or to advocate in accessibility and inclusion and ask them to come and, share their opinion for free. Remember, people who are bringing value to your companies have also bills to pay. And I'm so sad to see nowadays a lot of content on social media where incredible people advocating for accessibility are thinking about leaving the space because they're not earning much. And that's sad. So, really, finance can be also an area where, that can limit someone from being impactful. And I want us to start having those conversations because those are real conversations to have. You know, going in the journey where you want to be fearless, when you want to be impactful, and you are not really getting paid can actually create some limitation for some people. But I want you to start having honest conversation around this because understanding that, hey, maybe I'm not doing that for money. I really want to just provide value to the community. I want to do this, I want to do that, then that's fine. If you're thinking about getting, earning some money around, your advocacy, your impact, think about how can I make that happen in the right way possible. And if you are leveraging anybody as a leader, make sure that you compensate those people as well for the effort. There is always a reason, and there is always a way to also talk about how accessibility can bring incredible return on investment in your company. And that will be a topic probably for a next time. But as I said already, there is so many people with disability in the world. And according again to the WHO, 1/5 or 1/6 people have a disability, which means that if you are in an organization that has 10 people, guess what? There is probably two people who have a disability in this organization already. So trust me, whenever you are embracing accessibility, you're not only tapping in a huge market, but you are also supporting people in your companies, employees who may have visible or invisible disabilities. I mean, I can go on and on about this topic. No problem. I see. I think maybe that's Trevor. Trevor said diverse groups are the best problem solvers, and I agree with you, Trevor. I think that there is a need to have everyone in the space without exclusion. I've seen sometime, in organization, they want to invite people with disabilities, they hesitate, they say, well, it might cost, and finally they say, oh well, let's do it. And then they put together, an event, they invite a person with a disability, and guess what? The person is not even able to enter the space. Why? Because there's already exclusion at the door. I remember one of my friend went to talk at a TEDx talk event. He has cerebral palsy, so he uses a wheelchair, and he has a little bit of also communication barrier, but he loves to talk. Damien, a fantastic guy. Um, when he went there to speak, he couldn't even go on the stage. That was so, I mean, that already shows some of the barriers. So really it's important to think about investment financially to help and leverage the different people around, but investment also to put events and things like that that are very inclusive and accessible to all. I see also Stravanti. Sravanti is here. Yeah, she said, hi, Flora. Hi, Sravanti. I'm super happy to have you here. The other thing that is important also around understanding what can limit you from being impactful and fearless is like I said, involving more people with disabilities. And I love that Trevor just mentioned that as well. And the other thing that is again more important is to document and celebrate your wins. I don't know about you, but I'm a type of person who want to accomplish things. I will do things, and sometimes my mind forget how much I have accomplished. And if one little thing happened to bother me or not working, my whole focus is dead, forgetting that I have done so much, but I'm just focusing on this little area. So it's good to celebrate also who you are. Don't just go for the goal. Listen, this life is a human life. And with that being said, you need to take care of yourself. When you are down, take the time to go sip something. I would say a hot cocoa or whatever you want. I'm not judging. Or go watch something. Go have fun with the people you love. Do something. Read. Play games. We're not here to judge. You know best what will fill your cup. Go do that. Don't think about anybody. Just go do that. Trust me, the world will always move. So go take care of yourself. Give yourself a break. Enjoy, celebrate, and come back refreshed. The other thing that is good also to do is create connection with people. especially if you are trying to have more impact in accessibility. Follow people who are loving, who are always talking, sharing about accessibility. Follow and talk to people who are, maybe your space is in digital, maybe you're a designer, maybe you are a developer. Connect with people who have loud voices around around accessibility and inclusion. And I'm not discrediting like the people who have, who are a little bit more shy or who are a little bit more reserved. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that when you follow people who are willing to share loudly, um, you have more chances to hear things that will resonate with you, and you have more chances to learn from them. People who are more reserved are also digesting information in a very incredible way. It's just that for them to open up and share it might take a little bit of time, but I am not discrediting them. I hope that's the right word. I used to be very shy in some spaces and very loud in other spaces, and that's totally fine. So really celebrate with the right people, follow the right people. Amen. There is so much that you can learn out there. Can you please share in the comment who are you following, for example, for for great leadership, for accessibility, for things that are relevant in your career, in your journey? I'm just curious. Can you just put it in the comment section? I know I'm always trying to follow great people, but I have like that open mindset because I think it's important. As a human being, I will not have experiences that many people have. I will just have experiences that are given to me based on where I live, on the people I meet, and the opportunities that are coming to me. So hearing from different, angle from people in different countries, in a different environment, in a different body, it's really rich. It's really, really rich. So again, do what you gotta do, but surround yourself with the right people. It will make you fearless. It will make you impactful because you're gonna learn so much from them that you'll be like, yeah, I got it. That's me. I wanna do it my way and do it. Just do it. So some of the action that I think are important that you can take, and I'm like just trying to look at my little paper here because I wanted to make sure that I am covering in this small session enough for you to work with, enough for you to appreciate, and enough for you to value. I hope that makes sense. Please let me know if some of the thing I'm sharing with you makes sense or resonate with you. And at any point in time, if you are loving, appreciating what you're hearing, give me a thumbs up, share, this event by using the link in your social network. I will appreciate that as well. So we talk about, having a clear goal. We also talk about the fears. And we also reiterated the fact that having and embracing accessibility is important because, yes, it is definitely helping. It will definitely help leaders and organization increase, the bottom line of the company, but it's also going to be providing so much value to those who have been left behind for a long time. It also brings the feeling of respect, the feeling of inclusion, the feeling of like an inviting feeling. I don't know how to explain that. And a very inviting feeling. And I've noticed that people that are more inclusive, when they speak, they're not judging, they're learning, they collaborate, they work together. So really important to do that. So please go ahead and refine your goals. Think about the thing that can fail you and see how you can maybe see them in a different light, and try your best to give yourself a break. It's very important. I mean, even a car cannot drive for days, for years without having to pause. So give yourself a great time to enjoy, to relax. And if you're going through, challenges, find a person who can really light up your mood and don't feel ashamed to do that. For the longest time, oh gosh, I'm being too honest with you guys. For the longest time, I've done a lot of work. I was stressed and so much more. And I felt like I didn't want to share that with people because I didn't want people to judge me. But I did find someone I can talk to. And with that, gosh, it makes so much difference. It makes so much difference. So find someone you can confide in and, be fearless out there. Be impactful. Be you. Be you. Well, I hope you like this session. I see a few comments. Eric said, "We apologies. I need to cut out early. Thank you, Flora, for all your effort to make the world a better place." Thank you so much, Eric. It's the end. Your smile and motives are infectious to me, Flora. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Trevor. I think it's Trevor. And if it's not Trevor, I will update that in the comment. Thank you so much, everyone, and enjoy. I will see you next time. Next Friday, I will have a guest speaker. You don't want to miss it. Goodbye.